You are listening to episode 17 of the Aligned Actor podcast. Hey guys, remember me? Long time no podcast, huh? Sorry about that if you were missing me. I still do have goals for this podcast and this overall message for actors about improving our mindsets, but towards the end of 2019, I just was not feeling the podcast. And as I've mentioned in a previous episode, I'm trying to really only follow my inspiration more and more in terms of my creative endeavors. And in the end of November and December of 2019, that led me to a screenplay, which is really cooking at this point. I'm very excited about that. And I know I've learned some lessons working on that project that I'm definitely going to want to share with you in future episodes here. So that's good. So I probably have more things to talk about. So that'll lead to more podcasts. But anyway, as for this podcast, here's the plan moving forward. My aim is monthly, I would say at this point, some kind of thought or idea or inspiration for you every month. But who knows? We'll see if that happens. Maybe it'll be a few a month if I have a lot of things on my mind. Maybe I'll take a month off. Just roll with it. I know, I've heard it before. Podcasters are supposed to have set schedules and consistency and all of that. But guess what, guys? I'm really not a podcaster. I'm a creator. I'm a creative person. And this podcast is just a simple and I think effective platform and format for me to share and offer my ideas to you in hopes that they help you. That's really all I want out of this. And I think that the best way for me to deliver that to you is to podcast as I'm inspired and to share as I feel I have something of value for you to hear. So, that cool with everybody? Hopefully. So, that's my new goal for 2020. So, this episode that you're about to hear is the other manifesting technique or mindset shift that I was talking about way back in the intro to episode 16 that I said I was going to share with you in the second half of November, but then, well, guess what? That didn't happen. So anyway, here it is now. This is a new way of looking at social media that has me celebrating more than comparing. And it might take some practice, but I think if you stick with it, I think it has some awesome power. Basically, what we're doing is transforming and training our brains to assign good meaning to social media posts that might ordinarily trigger jealousy or thoughts of lack, so that those same posts can elicit instead excitement and alignment within us. So please enjoy. Welcome to the Aligned Actor podcast. I'm Amy Schlurb, and I am an actor and a student of conscious creation, looking to learn, grow, and share my experiences with you so that together we can master our mindsets and manifest the careers of our dreams. Let's play. Hey guys, welcome back to the Aligned Actor podcast. First thing that I want to say is that I originally wrote this episode, my notes for this episode, back in November of 2019. So, go with that. And since then, I've actually been trying to cut back on my consumption of social media. But I still think this idea is valuable, so I wanted to share it with you. And just know that I haven't been practicing this quite as much just because I'm not engaging on social media as much in general. But it's a fun little game that I came up with on social media that I wanted to invite you to join me in. It's just for fun, and hopefully it's a good way to trigger alignment within us. And who doesn't want more alignment, right? With our desires and our hopes and our dreams. It'll help you to feel good, I hope. So here's the game. So let's imagine that I'm scrolling through Instagram or Facebook or whatever, and I see a friend's post, and it's that obligatory actor in front of a trailer on set picture. And she's sitting on her trailer steps in front of the door that has the white tape with her name on it, or maybe it has her character's name on it, and she's smiling because she's on set and she's happy and she's excited, and her caption is all about how she's so grateful to be a working actor on set filming this thing that she can't really post details about yet, but she'll keep us updated, right? Hashtag actor's life. So in the past, and this still can happen, but this is what I'm using this technique to train myself out of. In the past, I would see a post like that, and I would instantly feel a bit sad and a bit like, oh, well, Why can't I be on set filming something fun? Me. So immediate feelings of disappointment in myself and in my career and thoughts of lack. So no fun, basically. Instantly out of alignment with everything that I want for my career. But now that I've started playing this fun little game, because I've done a ton of inner work on my mindset and basically training my brain to recognize and quickly turn away from those types of low vibe thoughts that make me feel like crap, I've decided to reframe how I see posts like that. So basically, I have two choices, right? So once I realize that seeing something on social media is triggering a negative reaction in me, and I want to do something about it, because I could just let the cycle continue and just deal with those feelings, but I don't want to. I want to change how those posts make me feel. So I can either A, stop looking at social media. If I don't want to feel jealous when I see a friend's post, well, if I don't see it, then I can't feel jealous, right? Or B, I can decide to assign a new meaning to those types of posts, an empowering meaning, so that when I see them, I go, yes, woohoo, and I feel genuine joy and elation. And because this isn't the end of the podcast episode, clearly I picked B. And I'm going to talk you through my process and my progress on this so far. Okay, so a little backstory. I've been doing The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron. And in the book, she talks about how jealousy is a map that shows us what we want. So if I see a friend posting about their latest booking and I feel jealous, then, well, duh, I want that too. I've also been listening to the audiobook Super Attractor by Gabby Bernstein. And in that, she talks about how when she was trying to conceive her baby, she was getting really depressed and sad seeing all of her friends post pictures of their cute babies on social media. And so being a conscious creator and a manifester, she decided to instead celebrate and get excited for her friends when she saw those posts, which basically is what I'm playing with. And it's tricky to do, but with practice, I've been getting better and better at it, and it's working for me so far. So I've been playing with looking at those obligatory actor in front of the trailer or actor in a chair showing the printed name on the back, the director's chair with the name of the show on the back of it type of posts that used to make me feel jealous and make me think, oh, I don't have that, I want that. And instead, now I'm choosing to think of them as the first early signs of what manifestations are in the works for me. And it's almost like package tracking, I feel. You know how like when you purchase something on Amazon and then it tells you like, oh, they're putting it together, and then, oh, they've shipped it, and then, oh, it's 5 stops away and 3 stops. Sometimes they get really specific and it's very funny. But so I kind of see it almost like that. And I've heard a lot of LOA coaches and podcasters talk about signs, which they call driftwood or birds, as the things that start showing up right before your manifested desire appears that show you're in alignment with your desire. So Betsy Paik, the podcaster that I listen to a lot, talks about birds as a sign because when you're on a cruise ship and you can't see land in any direction, like you're at a sea day or something and you can't see any land anywhere, you're getting close to land when you start to see birds, because the birds have to have come from the land. So land is close by. So it's the same with our desires. We start seeing signs of it before it actually manifests, and that's exciting. So the social media post would be the birds, and the land would be me booking a job. And I think driftwood and birds are basically signs that show that I'm in alignment with my desire. I'm on the right track because I am turning my attention and my focus more and more to these things, and then they're showing up in my reality in this small way on social media. But then that means that they're coming for me in general, right? So that's LOA 101, right? There's a big plane. I was thinking about airplanes and then they showed up. Ha. Anyway, but I also think for me, the missing piece has been that I'd see these posts in the past and I'd see a lot of them, but they would make me think of lacking that booking in my career. So what do I get more of? Lack of bookings in my career. So I'm excited to see how things change in my manifesting as I change my reaction to these posts and the feelings that they trigger within me, so that they now trigger excitement and eager anticipation instead of lack, right? So I think, maybe this will help you too. And if nothing else, it's a fun flip to help you not feel bad about yourself when you see someone else having what you want on social media. It doesn't mean that they have it and you don't. It means it's available for you too, if you so choose to believe. We get to assign meaning to everything, right? And what makes you feel better? What's more fun? Plus, you don't really wish that those good things hadn't happened for your friend. They're your friend, right? I mean, if you're not enjoying their posts, stop following them. They're not really your friend if you can't really get excited for them, right? I mean, like I said, we get to assign meaning. So let's assign a meaning that serves us and makes us feel good. Because really, like I say almost every episode of Feels, finding ways to feel good is the name of the game and what keeps us going. So if you can't feel joy looking at your friend's latest booking post on social media, step away. Just delete the apps from your phone because looking at it makes you feel bad, and anything that makes you feel lack, it's not serving you. Anything that makes you feel bad is not serving you. It's not serving your manifesting. And you really should just disengage from social media because it's making you feel bad. And why do you want to feel bad? And all of that, that's regardless of how you feel about the law of attraction and all of that kind of stuff. Because notice the difference between these two thoughts. How come they get to do that? Why don't I have that? And then thought number 2, oh, if they can do that, so can I. How can I make that happen? The first one takes away my power. I'm a victim of my circumstance, right? Oh, woe is me. Life isn't fair. Why do I even bother? It's a disempowering thought. It takes me out of action. It takes me out of alignment. It takes me out of anything that I want to do. It does not serve me or help me out in any way. And in fact, it hurts me because it makes me feel bad. Like I said, takes me out of alignment, out of action, right? But the second thought inspires possibility within me. People I know, people I have worked with, people I have been in class with are working at the level I want to work at. I'm right there too. It's happening for all of us if we choose to see it that way. I like thinking of it as, well, of course I know a bunch of actors on my TV. That's my level. Those are my colleagues. It feels good. It feels inspiring. It feels awesome. But only because I decided to see it from this empowering perspective. And guys, this takes practice. And this is sometimes a challenge, a big challenge at times. There are times when I find it easy and times when I do have to just look away from social media. But overall, I can feel this new thought pattern, this new perspective on social media, making a huge difference in my vibration, my energy level, everything, and in how I feel about my career and my path. And I have never felt more certain about myself and my career. And this new perspective is just part of it. But now at least scrolling through social media is serving me and not making me feel like crap. And which would you prefer, right? So do what you want, but I wanted to share that perspective shift and, look what's coming up in my career game with you. It's kind of an alignment technique, or maybe it's just recognizing and interpreting and assigning positive meaning to signs. But whatever it is, it's in the end, it's more fun. It's more fun for me. Hopefully it'll be more fun for you. And like I always say, that's the name of the game, right? Maybe I should rename this podcast. Fun, it's the name of the game. It'll keep you going. Maybe that's too long. Anyway, please come play with us in the Facebook group. You can find that by going to facebook.com/groups/the Aligned Actor Community. You can post about your career wins because I want to celebrate with you. I want to celebrate you and celebrate with you. And that can activate vibration within me that's wonderful and fun and feels good and uplifts me. So it's actually a very selfish reason that I want you to come in and tell me about all the cool things you're doing. So anyway, come on over. All right. Thanks for listening, guys. Talk to you later. Bye. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. If you feel inspired to do so, please subscribe, rate, review, and share this podcast with your actor pals so that more people can enjoy the good vibes. Also, be sure to join the Aligned Actor community on Facebook by going to facebook.com/groups/the Aligned Actor Community. That's the place where this podcast gets interactive. It's a pretty fun party. You're going to want to get in on it. Until next time, remember, You are an amazing actor, and you are creating the career of your dreams. Congrats!